Everything's more fun when you do a little extra step.
Aloha, folks. Welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. We've had a lot of requests to bring a certain guest back. He is a good buddy of mine, and I would love to welcome back to the show from Trader Sam's in Disneyland, Mr. Kelly Merrell.
Hi. Nice shirt.
Thanks. We match. It's cold, isn't it, in the Breezeway?
Brr. Feels like it's almost time for Santa.
We saw you about a year ago. How you been?
Good, doing very well. Trader Sam's is back open, making all the drinks that hopefully everybody likes and all the experiences that come along with it.
I have noticed that you have gotten rid of your beard, and you've opted for just the mustache now.
Yeah, the beard was, it made me look a little rough around the edges. I figure...
You mean like a transient?
If you must. The mustache gives a little panache. It's a little more sophisticated.
Yeah.
When you walk down the street with a mustache, people tend to take you a lot more serious.
Yeah, like a motorcycle cop.
Exactly.
We are in, the end of fall. I guess you can be watching this whenever, but when we're recording it, it's the end of fall. It's almost winter time. So we want to make a cocktail that's warm because it's freezing in the Breezeway right now.
I know. It almost got down to 72 today. 52 today.
Brr. So this is going to be a cocktail where I'm not exactly teaching him how to make it. This is a cocktail he brought to me, and he's like, this is a great idea. And I was like, okay, let's do the great idea.
It was your idea to do a hot cocktail, though.
I thought you were going to do something like, this is my genius bartender mind that came up with this.
No, but if you're lucky, we might get into that a little bit later.
Ooh. That's what's called a tease in the business. Foreshadowing.
I promise never to do that ever again. That was weird.
Yeah, don't do that. Wait, what's the cocktail we're making?
So we're going to do a hot zombie.
Zombie.
That sounds not appropriate. It's a hot zombie, which is actually a recipe that has been traced back all the way back to the 1940s.
Okay. Oh, wow. From the 1940s. Is there a particular bar that comes from?
As my research shows, like I said, from 10 minutes on the internet.
Research.
Yes. What our research department found out was that it came from kind of a nondescript bar in Puerto Rico.
Really?
It's the first time that this recipe was created.
And did they call it a zombie?
They call it a hot zombie. Yes.
But that was a name of a cocktail by Dawn in 1934.
Correct.
Oh, so they had 10 years for that cocktail to travel to Puerto Rico, maybe?
Well, I think because the zombie became very popular right off the bat.
Yeah.
Much like later the Mai Tai or the Navy Grog, also from Dawn's. There was a lot of people that were trying to copy that drink. And then I think it 1940s is a little early, but I think a lot of people just figured, throw a bunch of rum in a glass and make it strong, it's called a zombie. Bars still do that. Bars,
they certainly do.
They do. If it's got a floater at 151, screw it, it's a zombie, right? It doesn't matter what else is in it. And I think this was probably a really early example of that.
Okay.
Except then, let's put hot water in it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? That sounds super disgusting.
It's got rum. That means it's a zombie.
Have you ever had this before?
I have not.
Ooh.
This is going to be the first time.
And so for this cocktail, we will be using limes, pineapple juice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Pineapple juice, passion fruit syrup.
Brown sugar. Because you don't believe it's actually in there. I want to show it.
Yeah, no. You're mixing it up, though. I was like, I'm the one that says that.
For this cocktail, we're going to use a Cruzan rum. If anybody is playing along at home, any gold rum, lightly aged rum will do.
Yes. All right. Well, let's start. And butter and some hot water.
Hot water.
So let's start by cutting a lime in half. Go ahead.
Oh, you're like, okay.
Oh, we don't have a squeezer. Let me go get a squeezer.
Wait. You're not going to do movie magic? Wait. Yes, I do. See? It was here the whole time.
Tell me about this squeezer that you brought, because our buddy Leandro from the Educated Barfly also uses this weird contraption.
This is actually kind of an older style squeezer. I mean, both the styles, the round one, they're old too.
Yeah.
Great grandmother actually had one of these as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have it in the kitchen. It's like up on a shelf in the kitchen because it's really, really old. I don't want to use it, but it's great. It fits a lot more, fits bigger pieces, bigger slices. Squeeze it on down, and then it's got a little pour spout that you just bloop. It doesn't spray up at you as much as a round hand squeezer does. I like it a lot.
What's it called?
Big ass hand squeezer. I think it has a name. I don't know. We were talking earlier about whether or not you cut the ends off a lime before you squeeze them. I personally don't care.
Just speaking of Leandro, Leandro says that you always cut Oh no, you do this thing.
It doesn't do anything. It's part of the routine. If I don't do it, it feels like I'm missing something,
I think there were studies done that it didn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. If you read, Jeffrey Morgenthaler has a whole chapter in his book about rolling it, heating it, doing all kinds of stuff, and then actually measuring the amount of a huge study. Yeah, it doesn't really make
inconsequential.
Much of a difference. Yeah. We're gonna do half an ounce of lime. There we go, half ounce.
That thing works.
Are we making 2?
Yes, we are making 2.
Yeah. It works amazing. Also, I think these are really good limes. And you have a lime tree, right? Is these off your tree? Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Now, for this drink, we're making it right in the glass. Unlike a lot of drinks where you're going to put it in a tin or shake it or whatever, because no ice. You don't want to chill a cocktail if you're just going to put water in it, or hot water in it. Because you're just adding water instead of shaking, that's your dilution right there, too. So you don't have to worry about shaking for dilution. Half ounce here. Let's see how much more we got in here.
That thing works really well.
Another quarter of an ounce. Yeah.
But, I mean, you expect about an ounce of lime juice from that was a half a lime.
Yeah, that was a half.
I need to get one of these things.
Yeah, do it. They're really expensive.
Are they? Oh. Did you see the one that I got? It's a vintage sun-kissed one. It's the one that they used to use at Trader Vic's.
Yeah, that was really pretty.
Yeah, they don't work at all.
I think they're supposed to just sit on your back bar and look pretty.
I think that's where it'll land. What would be your next thing to do? Maybe the passion fruit syrup? Or no, we have
the pineapple. Let's do the pineapple.
My hand.
That's the big ingredient. Sorry, this is a lot closer together than it looks. And what do you always do before you pour pineapple juice? Shake it, because pineapple juice separates quickly. Always want to shake it first.
He's always been the marshal of pineapple juice shaking.
I am indeed. So we're going to do 1 ounce of pineapple juice in each cocktail.
And tell me what you think about Dole pineapple juice, because a lot of people hassle me and say you should be using the stuff from Trader Joe's, or you should be getting it fresh from the pineapple.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Dole pineapple, I believe, is fine. It's not from concentrate. Yeah, it's if you don't open the can, it lasts for years, which seems unnatural. But and I'm sure fresh squeezed pineapple is delicious, and it is. If you're making cocktails at home for yourself, do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you think is delicious.
Sure.
And if it means that much to you to fresh squeeze pineapple juice, then do it. That's great. I personally don't. I think Dole pineapple juice works just fine for me. I hope that doesn't ruin my street cred or anything, but it does. It's fine.
Wait, how do you squeeze pineapple juice?
You can actually get a juicer. You can actually squeeze it in one of these guys.
Oh, you just cut chunks and then squeeze it?
Yeah, okay. It works like that.
All right. Passion fruit syrup?
Passion fruit syrup. Very good. From Small Hands, which is a nice brand. It's very good. I like Liquid Alchemist passion fruit is very nice. I like it very much. Liquid Alchemist generally has pretty good syrups. Very good syrups. I like them a lot.
What do you endorse?
And they're cool guys. No, they're nice. They're good guys. They're fun. They had a really good party at Tiki Oasis this year.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
all right. We're doing a half an ounce of passion in each one. And as you know, passion fruit is a very integral part of a zombie.
I was like, huh?
No, neither is pineapple juice.
None of this seems like a zombie to me.
Lime. We'll do a teaspoon of brown sugar.
Okay.
All right, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar in there.
Just adding that, all of a sudden I'm like...
You can smell it now too, huh?
This is exciting.
All right, now we'll do our rum. We're gonna do 2 ounces. Come on, there we go. Oh, it's a cork. Oh, that's right, you love corks.
Well, no, I mean, I'm indifferent, I think, but do you have an opinion about corks?
I like corks, especially if it's a bottle you don't use very often, or if it's a liqueur, like a high sugar liqueur. Screw tops often will get stuck and they get kind of crusty. Corks generally don't do that, but yeah, I like corks. Besides, it just feels better.
It does feel better.
Yeah.
It's the superior sealing technique of bottlers everywhere.
Yes, but the thing about corks though is before they go in a bottle, you need to soak them, and there's entire industries of cork soakers. And they're some of the best cork soakers in the world. They soak cork all day long. That's an old Saturday Night Live bit.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like that's a euphemism for something that...
No, it's
the family shit. Well, this is not a family show. I mean,
it's all right. That was also...
It's a drinking show.
It was a very funny Saturday Night Live sketch.
Who was in it?
Jimmy Fallon and Horatio Sands, and they laugh through the whole thing because that's what they do.
Doesn't sound that funny anymore.
It's a cork soaker.
Let me know when Steve Martin shows up. Okay,
we are off the tracks. Now we're gonna add water. This is like a very not complicated cocktail. We're just pouring stuff in there. The recipe actually states to add the hot water before you stir. I don't know if there's a chemical reaction one way or the other, but that's what the recipe says, so that's the way we should do it.
What about the butter?
Butter's gonna go on last. Butter's gonna kind of just kind of sit on the top.
So that when you present it, you've got this butter thing happening.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. And then
Love
we're
that.
gonna add a little extra pizzazz at the end too. Also,
Yeah, we are. So how much water?
4 ounces. Which let's see if we did about what is this? 1, 2, 3. This is about 4+ ounces of liquid in here.
Okay.
So I would do it almost to the top.
Okay.
If we want, you can measure it. You can get a measuring cup or whatever. This is like tea hot water.
Like there?
Yeah.
You don't usually see warm drinks this color.
No, you don't.
There?
Sure, that looks great.
Okay.
I will give it a little stir. Let's see if the brown sugar changes it.
Do I need to hold it? I don't need to hold it, do I?
No, I don't think so, but it might be okay. So it looks like the brown sugar dissolved already because the water's so hot, so that's nice.
Okay. But they do specify to stir it after that?
Yes,
Okay.
stir it after you add the hot water. And now we're gonna put a pat of butter on top. And the recipe calls for about a teaspoon of butter. So I took the measurement on the packet, which is a tablespoon, and just divided it by 3. Because 3 teaspoons to a tablespoon.
You're just going to use your...
Yeah, I should probably just use my fingers, right? That's why I use my fingers, because this is...
Hold on.
There, use your fingers on that one. There you go. This is kind of where the recipe ends, and you serve it to your guests like this.
Okay.
And it should be warm enough that the butter will eventually melt.
It's kind of lukewarm right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, think about it. There was about 4.5 to 5 ounces of room temperature liquid, and then we put the hot liquid in there. So
Yeah.
Hopefully that didn't cool down in the kettle too much. Now let's.
I mean, it's still hot.
We're gonna add.
It's still steaming.
We're gonna add a little
Ooh.
something. We're gonna add a little something extra.
Okay.
Just to make it fun.
Like that?
Some pineapple fronds off that. Sure.
Okay. What is that? What's that thing?
These are sugar cubes. So we've got some pineapple fronds. We've got some sugar cubes.
Okay.
And now we have our high proof rum that we forgot to bring out here.
Okay.
Got our sugar cubes on our pineapple fronds. We're using a little bit of wonderful Bacardi 151, which has not been made in 5 years, but somehow you still have a bottle. Oh,
I keep it around just for this reason.
perfect. Wonderful.
For fire.
Because you don't want to waste good high proof rum on lighting stuff on fire. Oh, that's not going to be messy.
Is it bad if the flammable stuff gets on your bar?
Yeah, which is why we're going to wipe it up first.
This is a professional. See, he does fire at Disneyland.
What we really should have done is put it on the sugar cube and then set the sugar cube down. We
Ah.
kind of did it in the wrong order.
Okay.
I'll take the blame for that.
Okay.
It's not dripping anymore, so that's okay. What better for a hot zombie than a little bit of fire to warm you up on these cold December nights? Oh.
And then tell them about the thing that you guys do at Trader Sam's with cinnamon.
We do a little bit of cinnamon on top
Ooh.
to appease Oa.
Oh. Very nice.
Just a little bit.
All right.
We don't really want to add too much cinnamon to the drink.
Then what do we do?
Well, I mean, you could watch it burn for a little bit, and it's pretty. But I would recommend moving that away before we drink it.
Oh, okay. Trying to get some of the cinnamon out?
It's on the butter. Screw it.
I know.
This is a mess.
I think we added cinnamon to it.
That's okay.
So
Now let's try it.
oh, this is still on fire.
Oh, okay.
So from 1941, this is the hot zombie.
Mm-hmm.
The butter's still like totally butter in here.
Maybe our water wasn't hot enough.
Maybe.
Ooh, get that cinnamon over there. There we go.
Huh. It's not very hot.
It's not hot at all.
And
Maybe
it's
our water wasn't hot enough.
should we microwave it?
Might help.
Okay. All right, so we microwave these things because I think the water has to be like crazy boiling.
Yeah, we actually let it cool down a little bit because we thought, well, it's going to be way too hot.
Yeah.
But I think the recipe says boiling. You know, we usually follow the recipe to a T, and we really should have. So yeah.
Cheers.
So now we have microwaved warm zombie. Oh, that's hot.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah,
it's a good drink.
actually really good. It's almost like this is going to sound like an insult, but it's not. Like a Theraflu.
Kind of Theraflu vibes, but also
Yeah.
warms the cockles.
Yeah, you can feel it coming
Right
down
there
there.
in
Yeah,
your esophagus.
I don't say the word cockles very often, but yeah, you're right.
It almost has like an ice cream vibe to it. Are you getting that at all? Maybe it's from the passion fruit.
Not ice cream, sherbet, like a push pop. Yeah,
If you warmed up a push pop and then put it in this glass,
yeah. It is separating a little bit. It might not be the most aesthetically pleasing. Of course, I have a big light behind it. Yeah, this is not bad. I think that Martin Cate puts these on his menu every once in a while.
Okay. Smuggler's Cove.
At Smuggler's Cove.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Beachman Berry at Latitude 29, I think he puts this on his menu every once in a while.
Okay.
Just because I've heard people saying they've had it before. I mean, I could see this working really well.
Yeah, it doesn't taste anything like a zombie. But I wouldn't say that you shouldn't drink it because it's not like a zombie.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't want a warmed up zombie.
No.
That sounds gross.
Well, wait till you see the next drink.
Wait, last time you were on the show, we did 2 drinks, and I was like, dude, we don't have time for 2 drinks. This is a 1 drink show.
Yeah, except when I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't read that part of the contract.
So, look, what I wanted to do is that a hot zombie recipe, we both love vintage cocktails. This is vintage just because it's old.
Yeah.
What I thought would be fun was to try to come up with a cocktail that reminds you of an actual zombie, but it is hot. But it is a hot zombie. And I think I got a pretty good one.
So you developed something? Okay. Well, I guess this is going to be a twofer.
Ha-ha!
All right.
Lucky you. You know, around in the holidays, you've got a hot cider, and you keep it in like a big hot colander, like for coffee or whatever, and then people can just come get in its own. This would be awesome in that, and it just stays warm all the time, and you've got the whole thing in there, and you can just pour it right out. You can even add the pat of butter on top, like have a little cold butter dish. I'm gonna try that next time we have a party.
It's like
a good idea.
It's getting.
Are you
here?
Sure?
Yeah, like here.
Do you smell toast? Are you okay?
What's that?
Does your left arm getting numb?
Oh, is that a heart attack?
And a stroke. You might be having both.
Oh. Fun.
I hope not.
Oh. Why is it?
It's passion fruit. That's too much passion fruit. I would do a 1/4 ounce instead of a 1/2 ounce.
That's too much passion fruit?
Yeah.
But I like passion fruit.
No, it's good. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it's hitting you.
Yeah.
Also, maybe it's hot. Maybe you're drinking a little fast, and maybe it's just the warmth.
It doesn't feel like warmth. It feels like something trying to come out of my chest like an alien's.
Yeah, Harper.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, should we make this 2 separate episodes?
That's up to you. That's your show.
Join us next week for Kelly Merrell's hot zombie, but like an actual zombie recipe. I didn't think this was good.
Which I didn't name. I guess we have to come up with a name.
Hot zombie?
It's already a hot zombie.
Kelly's hot zombie.
Oh, that sounds like a thing you do and then regret it in the morning.
This is going to be one of those episodes like when you were young, where you're like, find out next week. And it was like, what?
Now I'm just picturing Scooby-Doo and Shaggy doing a hot zombie. And I would have got away with it too.
Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you, Kelly Merrell. We'll see you next week.
Cheers. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Aloha.
Salud.
We have. It's so I don't know why that's so distracting.
Hey, this leaf is like right here.
Is it really?
Do you need it to be up a little bit? I don't know if that's a thing or not. Yeah.
That'll make me insane when I come to edit it.
Okay. And then also the little
What?
wispy.
This guy? Oh, this? Yeah. Go up here.
Has that got you before?
Yeah, totally. Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could put in like fake audience applause.
Oh,
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want like an audience track?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do the point like. If you want, I don't know. It's up to you.
So for this cocktail, wait. How am I going to say this? Let me think about this. Let me have a beer. Sip.
What? Oh, sure. Yeah. Break. Cheers.
Stone Brewing.
Stone Brewing. Say.
Delicious.
That is different.
Ooh.
Label out.
Put it back.
I don't do it as well as all your
you
like,
did good.
models and stuff like that. They're like,
when Tiffany was on the show, she just stacked them all right here, and I was like, "Well, I'm not going to argue with her."
oh, okay.
I don't argue with Tiffany about anything.
No, but you'll tell me what to do.
Yeah.
The professional bartender.
You're not nearly as pretty as Tiffany.
I'm not even a joke about that. No. She doesn't have a mustache though. I've never met you, Tiffany. I've seen you on Spike Show. You're beautiful. Don't grow a mustache.
Yeah.
Please.
You see how fancy that little thing was? Like the flip into my hand?
That was pretty
No,
good.
look.
That was. You don't see a lot of cutting board flair.
Yeah, what do you guys think? We brought Kelly Merrell back. Like, the most well-known bartender from Trader Sam's, the legendary Disney bar. Crazy, huh?
I like you said most well known and not like best or anything like that.
No,
I'm not sarcastic. I'm glad you didn't say that.
Oh, well, I honestly, I think the fake Amy Poehler is the best bartender.
Melissa is a very good bartender.
Oh, she has a name?
Yes. Yeah, you can call her fake Amy Poehler. I think she knows you call her that too. She's fine with it. By the way, while I have you here, I'm sorry about the cork soaker thing. I was off the cuff and inappropriate, and I'm sorry. I don't even think it was funny, but I said it and I can't go back now. I apologize.
Also, be sure to follow Kelly.
Oh shit, we're recording? Never mind about the heartburn. I'm in perfect shape.
Okay.
What?
All right. This episode's done. Be sure to follow Kelly on Instagram at oldmanmerrell.
Please do. And come visit me at Trader Sam's. Please. You might see on the app to get reservations at Trader Sam's. If it says we're full, show up anyway. You might have to wait a while, but we'll get you a seat. Please.
All right. Tell them Spike sent you.
Don't do that.
Tell them. That'll totally get you in the front
And
of the line.
especially don't say Kelly told me that I could get in without a wait. You won't get a seat.
Tell them Kelly said Spike sent me and seat me.
That might work, actually. Yeah, you can do that.
Aloha.
Cheers.
Stupid.